about that. Firstly, the cover drive, I think the most important thing is to have a good balance when you're driving the ball. The weight should be somewhere around the 3/4 area of your foot, which is called the balls of your feet, and somewhere around here, just the base of your toe, the big toe, just that bone, that's where you balance the foot normally. And you need to have a good strong base when you're cover driving the ball. Obviously you need to have foot movement, plus your head position is very important as well. You can't be behind. If I show you from the side, you can't play the cover drive like that, or you can't play it like that. Your head should always be where your toe is, and that's how your body is dictated when you're playing the drive, and that's where you connect the ball close to your body and close to your head, and that's where it stays in control. So there are a few ways of playing it. Playing along the ground really depends on the kind of length the ball is pitched at. So mostly when you play the drive along the ground, it will mostly be in the area very close to your foot, or maybe just where you stand in your stance, just where the foot is. So you need to adjust accordingly. If it's just in the half volley area, you need to take the foot towards the ball as you put your stride in. You have to figure if the ball is close enough for you to play it along the ground, or on the rise. So along the ground, again, contact point is very important. It has to be close to your pad, close to the body, depending on the length. If it's above your toe or ahead of your toe, then obviously you have to play along with your pad and make sure the follow through is such that the ball bounces right in front of you first. Or if the ball is a bit fuller, then I think the sensible thing to do, which I do most often is sort of go for the drive. When I place my foot, I rather just collapse my back foot rather than bending on the front foot, but my head still stays here, and I sort of connect the ball closer to my back leg, still keeping the head where I need to connect the ball. So that's very, very important, just to collapse the foot according to the length. Otherwise you're going to end up yorking yourself.
Volley. I guess the important things for me when playing the cover drive is that you get your foot out there as much as you can to the line of the ball. I guess your foot's almost pointing in where you want to hit the ball, and that you transfer your weight. And I find the best way to do that through my head. So if my head's going through the ball to where I want to hit it, then everything's going okay. And then from there it's about making sure I'm not trying to overhit the ball. So making sure my wrists don't cock like that, and I'm just very even with my tempo and my swing. That's the most important thing for me. So we'll try a few and see how we go. So that was a good one there. That was nice tempo through the ball. My elbow was quite high, and I hit the ball in the middle of the bat and where I wanted it to go. So.
The 2020 match. If the fielder's at long off, which is this direction, so long on for a right hand batsman, I try and generally use this part of the ground here to loft the ball over their heads. So I'll face up like this, simply change my hands down the bottom of the grip, and then at the last minute turn around, plant myself, and then we'll play the switch hit like that and in this direction. And therefore if the ball's not in that area to hit, I'll look to defend the ball if I can and try and get one in here. If it's off the fast bowler, I'm probably swinging a little bit harder, and I'm trying to hit over the mid-on region for a right-hander, which is my mid-off. And that's how I play the switch hit. I would advise, if you're going to play the switch.
So you can see there, front shoulder stayed right round, knees nice and bent, head's right over the ball when you're making contact with it, and then you get a really nice connection through the offside.
Two beautiful